No, the next me isn't going to be me because no one's going to do what I do better than me. It's not possible.
I've created the game, basically. There's never really been a sex worker like me.
If I thought someone was doing better than me, I'd just start sleeping less so I could work even more.
Some people try and keep up with what I do, so they try and sleep with the amount I do, and then they're just getting burnt out, tired, and you can see it, and they're struggling.
There is a lot of misinformation out there.
It's
Nobody
not as
cares
easy
about
as
your
people
titties,
think.
man.
You can't just post a sex tape and earn millions. It doesn't work that way.
But did you desire money?
I've always want money so I can make better videos.
But don't you think that you could make a lot more money?
Yeah, but I don't want to.
We do a lot of stuff for helping people.
I want to give back to
I run a nonprofit.
Okay, maybe they pay and I donate the money to like men's mental health or something.
What if I told you the next MrBeast isn't a YouTuber? This is Bonnie Blue, and she's one of the most controversial people on the internet.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Blue. I slept with over 1,000 men, including probably your husband and your son.
But here's the weird thing. Everything she's doing is very similar to MrBeast. Not in terms of content, but strategy. She's built a character, created a spectacle, and she's mastered the art of making people talk about her. And once you see how she does it, you start to notice her tactics everywhere. From Bonnie Blue to MrBeast, and even in how the NBA markets LeBron. So, what's the secret? How do they keep getting millions of people to react? In this video, I'm going to expose the psychological blueprint they all use to keep you watching, clicking, and sharing, whether you like them or not. Oh, and if this was a MrBeast video, at this point in the video, he would tell you to subscribe for a chance to win $10,000. I don't have 10 grand to give you, so subscribe because I want to get to the point where hopefully we can give away some money one day. Hopefully. All right, once you get past the initial shock of Bonnie Blue doing adult content, it's pretty obvious that she's rage baiting and just trying to trigger people. And I'm not gonna lie, she's actually kind of hilarious.
I cannot wait to be leaving here in a wheelchair. Yeah, I feel empowered when I'm disrespected by over 1,000 men. Like, I'm doing what I do best, which is pleasuring and educating. If you want to be happy, rich, and be a sex worker, great, follow my footsteps.
She's clearly playing a character. I don't know her in real life, but I'm willing to bet the second the camera's off, she isn't the same person. And that's where everything starts. If you want to dominate a platform, you need to create a character that fulfills the fantasy your audience already has of you. For Bonnie, the character is a super freaked out sex addict that says everything men 35 and older want to hear.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, oh, don't worry about having sex with your husband. I'll do it for you. I'm saving people a job. Because if they're not having sex with their partner, I will happily do it on repeat. I don't discriminate whether you're married, 18 or 80. I'll take anybody.
MrBeast plays the role of an altruistic hometown hero who reinvested all of his money to hopefully change the world.
You can be motivated by more than one thing. I'm motivated because I want to support my mom and my family. I'm motivated because I want to employ my friends and help them. I'm motivated because I want to help other people. I'm motivated because I want to be a YouTuber.
But to be honest, I heard he's raised millions in venture capital a few times already. Someone told me he runs a majority of his operation through JP Morgan, but I don't know how true that is. And just so we're clear, I'm not one of those people who get mad at people who aren't being authentic. Why the fuck would you get online in front of millions of people and be yourself? If someone tells me they're being themselves or not staging content or being authentic, I assume it's part of the character.
Like, yes, part of it is an act, I guess, the way I talk sometimes because I know it's going to get me attention. But everything I say, I'm really passionate and believe in.
But just being a character isn't necessarily enough. That's just the setup. It's gonna sound crazy, but what keeps people watching you is how much you're willing to suffer for them. Like, how far are you willing to go for the audience's attention? Because every great spectacle usually takes one of four forms. A contest.
Whoever takes their handoff last gets a $300,000 car.
A social experiment.
This is what my face looks like after taking 1,000 men less than 12 hours ago.
A giveaway.
I'm giving this Lamborghini to Blake.
Or a prank, which would be out of character for these two. But here's the trick. The spectacle has to evolve as the character does. MrBeast started off counting to 100,000 and shooting guns outside. And now he's building wells in Africa. It's all a cost of being the main character. Personally, I don't know how Bonnie Blue's gonna evolve her character arc. Sex workers usually end up pivoting to like podcasting or selling luxury homes in Miami, but hey, I don't know. But if you have an idea, drop a comment and let me know what you think she's gonna do next. But once you've locked in your content style, that's just the start, because now you gotta sell it. Both Bonnie and MrBeast are both obsessed with packaging, like deeply obsessed.
It's like, if you knew what I knew, you could get 10 million views a video.
The way I word things is been searched for. When I market a video, I've looked on what's trending, I've had a look what's going to sell.
There are tons of viral ideas
that people can do that don't require money. It does not require money to go viral.
If you were just chatting to me out and about, I would not be saying, oh my God, I'm sleeping with barely legal teens tonight. No, I word things because I know it works well and it helps my business.
The only real difference is access. MrBeast can ride global trends like Squid Game and pour millions into making it viral. He also spends heavily on PR to manage his image, knowing that audiences are drawn to creators who feel rich or at least close to it. But that proximity has to make sense for the brand. MrBeast can't be Mr. Philanthropy and drive a Lamborghini. But it's different if he's giving them away, right? Bonnie doesn't have the same restriction. She can show off a Ferrari like the one in this video.
Blue wrap, carbon everywhere, wide body kit.
I wonder how I paid for this.
But she doesn't and will never have the same infrastructure MrBeast does. But part 4 might be the most important element. They have help. Call it a cast, a crew, side characters, assistants, family, or for some people, ops. Bonnie collabs with other creators and she gets help from her mom. Remember when Bonnie Blue and that one girl started beefing over whose idea was to sleep with 100 guys first? It is an insane thing to fight over, but it worked, right? Was it worth it? I don't know. But I'm also not the target audience, so hey. And just a sidebar, it's not medically possible to sleep with 1,000 people in a day, and even 100 is highly unlikely, but accuracy isn't the point. Attention is. And the last thing I want to say is it's really interesting how many adult performers are speaking against Bonnie Blue stunts. They're saying what she's doing is bad for the industry, unsafe, and toxic for viewers. Something about sex workers trying to police the behavior of another sex worker just seems ridiculous, right? But hey, my name is Shaun and this is another episode of Life Explained, where I break down internet noise, money, and everyday life so it all feels a little bit more normal. Subscribe because you don't want to miss another episode.